Hello everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, June 10th, 2020, and this is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I get some comic books. There's some for me, there's some for my sons, there's some for my daughter, but I always pick them up at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, check out the comic shop, and while you're over there, check out the toy department, the vintage collectible toy store that I am a part of. Okay, let's jump in. There's not much new this week. There was at least both DC and Marvel. Marvel had like, I think 6 titles, maybe. DC had a bunch. They had a big Joker 80th anniversary thing. And then the Independence. So it's feeling like it's sort of getting back to normal. I've looked at the list for next week, though, and there's no Marvels whatsoever. Again. So that's strange. But we did get a couple new things. First of all, this is DC Classics #1, $1.99, which is a reprint of Batman Adventures issue 1. I grabbed this for Gracie because she likes Batman. She likes the Batman cartoon. And this comic was amazing. I mean, Batman Adventures was just the best. This was by Kelly Puckett and Ty Templeton doing the pencils. And these comics were awesome. So they were done in the style of the Batman animated series, but they weren't direct adaptations of episodes. They were their own thing. They felt like Batman the animated series, though. They looked like it. They read like it. This was a great, great comic book. I'm a little perplexed why DC felt the need to charge $2 for this instead of $1, like their usual dollar comics, but you know what? I don't care. This is a great comic. It's well worth $2. So there you go. So we grabbed that one. And then for Keaton, I grabbed Batman The Adventures Continue. This is a new comic by Burnett and Paul Dini and Ty Templeton that takes place within the Batman animated continuity. This is kind of The Adventures Continue. So this is after Batman Gotham Adventures ends. This is what takes over for it. And what's interesting is they're going to incorporate a lot of things from comic books into this series, as we'll see towards the end here. I'm not going to ruin the whole thing for you. But there's actually a toy line coming out, so there's Luthor in his armor. Check that out. Dark Knight Returns armor is going to show up in here. I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to ruin it. But there's a whole toy line that's coming out. I know the page is back here somewhere. I guess, no, you know where it's at? It's actually in this. Now that I think about it, it's at the back of this. So yeah, there's a whole toy line coming out for their Batman animated line that incorporates stuff from current comics into this. And I have a feeling a lot of this stuff's going to show up in this Batman Adventures Continue comic. So I grabbed that for Keaton. I think he'll dig it. And it is $3.99. This is definitely the pick of the week for all the comics that were there. Next up, I grabbed a Cinefex for Blaze. He's been really into Cinefex lately and seeing how movies were made, and he's really wanting to get into movie making. So this magazine's great. Cinefex really breaks it down, how the special effects were handled back then, and film and cinematography. So I grabbed him the Dick Tracy issue. So these books basically focus on one or two movies per issue, with a few other snippets about other movies sometimes. But the bulk of it, so like this one has Ghost, but the bulk of it's going to be about Dick Tracy and how Dick Tracy was made. My books are sliding all over the place, sorry. So you get all this write-up about, you know, the makeup effects and all that stuff. So my books are just going crazy. Yeah, old Cinefex for Blaze. Then these are some back issues I grabbed for Keaton to kind of make up for what I paid for the Cinefex. I grabbed him Weapon X 3 and 4, and this finishes off the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine story for him. Here I had the first 2, so I grabbed him the last 2. And this is by Larry Hama and I believe it's Andy Kubert. Adam Kubert, my bad. Oh yeah, this was fun. Good time for this because of those Age of Apocalypse figures. And then the rest are a bunch of X-Force issues that I grabbed for myself to kind of get, like I said before, I'm trying to get from everything from 1975 with Giant Size X-Men 1 through 1995 Age of Apocalypse. All the different X titles and all the different miniseries and all that stuff. So this gets me pretty close to finishing off X-Force. I think it's like X-Force 1 through 43, I want to say. So I've got 33 here, 34, Richter Unleashed, Who's Afraid of Nimrod, 35. And I think at this point, it's Tony Daniel doing art and Fabian Nicieza maybe is writing this at this point. 36, 37, this one's got, I don't know who that is. That looks like Kubert on the cover, but it's not. Like this very much looks like an Adam Kubert Cannonball. Then we've got the Phalanx Covenant, issue 38, with that sort of holographic prismatic cover. We've got 39, 40, and then 41 is where I stopped today. So I still got to get 42 and 43 to finish it off. So that is it for today. Like I said, not a lot of new stuff. We're slowly but surely getting back to normal. We're not there yet, but we'll get there. What kind of comics are you guys picking up this week? Are you grabbing any back issues? Or are you grabbing just some current DC stuff? You going to grab that Batman Adventures Continue? That was good. Well, it looks good at least. I haven't read it yet. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys next week. Like, subscribe, notify, all that stuff. And see you guys around.